points, Leanne Hurt, Mandy Barcelona, Angie Stefanoni, and Crystal Inman, and the King candidates Stephen Hipful, Kevin O'Rourke, Tilden Burns, and Tony Papish. And about a minute away from the homecoming ceremonies, they'll name the Queen.
Growth within the pet food industry. Triple T also owns Natural Life Pet Products. Your pets deserve the natural life. That's Strong Heart and Natural Life, owned by Triple T Foods of Frontenac.
Russell Athletic is the name you need to know for sportswear. Embola Sporting Goods at 1015 North Broadway in Pittsburgh is where you can get Russell Athletic Chiefs, to the Kansas Jayhawks, the Pitt State Gorillas, the Golden Panthers, and the Frontenac Raiders. Russell Athletic has been the Broadway, Pittsburgh.
Keller's Glass Service at 3rd and Locust in Pittsburgh is a proud supporter of high school football. Your friends at Keller's Glass Service are the auto glass specialists. Call 232-6000. Insurance claims are welcome at Keller's Glass Service. Free estimates are available. Keller's repairs doors and storm windows, custom cuts tabletops, and cuts mirrors to size. Keller's handles insulated glass, tempered glass, and plexiglass. That's Keller's Glass Service at 3rd and Locust in Pittsburgh. Call 232-6000.
Your friends at the First State Bank and Trust Company of Pittsburgh would like to wish both teams good luck in tonight's game. The First State Bank and Trust Company of Pittsburgh commends the players and coaches for their hard work and dedication, and the students and administrators for their strong support. Congratulations to both teams from the First State Bank and Trust Company.
Sophomore, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Steve Ashbacher, escorted by Caleb Turlip, son of Mr. and Mrs. Chris Turlip. Now coming onto the field are our 1994 homecoming king and queen candidates. Leanne Hurst, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Jim Hurst, escorted by Steve Hipful, son of Mr. and Mrs. Roger Hipful. Angie Stefanoni, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Bob Stefanoni, escorted by Tilden Burns, son of Rosa Burns and Don Burns.
Yes. Yeah, I was gone and I was making them some macaroni and cheese and stuff. Only coming
Escorted
just a few
by
minutes.
Kevin O'Rourke, son of Mary Kay
Yeah, they caught one 55-pounder.
Steve O'Rourke.
Yeah, big one, and then 3 real small.
Harrison, escorted by Tony Pappy, son of Mr. and Mrs. Frank Pappy.
All right. Bye.
The football king and queen. Scott Field and Taylor Canard. Tilden Burns. Our 1994 football queen is Crystal Inman. Ladies and gentlemen, we present our 1994 football royalty.
of the CNC League battle between the Frontenac Raiders and the Caney Valley Bullpups. The Bullpups on the far or south side of Spigarelli Field, and the Frontenac band playing as the Raiders arrive as they come to the north side of the field, the north sideline here at Spigarelli Field. And Brad Snow has a starting lineup for tonight's ball game.
Thanks, Rob. We talked about the visiting Caney Bullpups on the defensive side of the football first. Starting at nose guard for them tonight is Brad Wilmot, the senior. At the defensive tackle positions is Nick Cunningham and Kenny Wallace, who are both juniors. At the defensive end positions is Danny Johnston and Sean Tribal, who are both seniors. At the inside linebacker positions are Colby Dykeman and Colby Friesberg. They are both seniors. And the outside or strong safety type linebacker position is Blair Millman, and he's a junior. At the corners for the Bullpups is Jared Ellis, who is a junior, and David Stapleton, who is a senior. With the free safety position belongs to Mike Dickinson, who is a junior. For the Raiders on the offensive side of football, you're talking about an offensive team who's come in tonight averaging 43 points a game, 378 yards of total offense, led in the backfield by Caleb Turlip, who is a senior. Caleb has 121 yards passing per game coming into tonight's game. Tilden Burns and Jason Herrick, Tilden the senior, Jason the junior, in the backfield for the Raiders. And Tilden comes in averaging 94 yards per game. Jason Herrick comes in averaging 78 yards per game. Up front for the Raiders is at the center position is senior Matt McDonald. At the two guards are senior Tony Papish and senior Rob Puffenbugger. At the tackle positions are junior Adam Windsor and senior Desi Kotzman. At the tight end positions are senior Stephen Hipfel and Jamie Sonato. And at the wide receiver or slot position is junior Ryan Knopp. And I'll tell you what, you talk about this offensive team for the Raiders, you talk about a number of weapons. Any of the skilled people, Rob, can catch the ball and they can all run.
They certainly can, but an explosive offense.
Let's not forget them coaches.
Don't forget the coaches.
That's right, they paid me money out there.
Yeah, that's why I say I get half of it.
Jim Mosley, obviously the head coach at Caney, assisted by Doug Jensen, Bill Ellis, and Kevin McIntosh. And for the Raiders, coached by Leon Miller, assisted by Doug Keller, John Palumbo, Skip Hale, Darren Getterman, and Jerry Boone.
And it's the starters and the coaches for both Mike Dickinson and Colby Friesberg. For the Frontenac Raiders, Caleb Turlip, Tilden Burns, Stephen Hipfel, and Matt McDonald. The Frontenac Raiders will kick off to start the ball game. They'll defend the east goal here in the first quarter, and kicking off for the Raiders will be Gabe Lee. And back to receive the kick for the Caney Valley Bullpups drops David Stapleton along with Mike Dickinson. So we're ready for football, and just like that, a flag goes down.
I believe it's going to be an offside drop on the kicking team of Frontenac. Not away.
So we're about ready. CNC League battle between the Frontenac Raiders and the Caney Valley Bullpups. The Raiders 4-0, number one team, Class 1 and 2A. The Bullpups 2-2. Lee approaches, high end over end kick. Retreating is David Stapleton. Takes it near his 10, takes it up the middle, crosses the 20, the 25, 30, 35, 40. He shakes one tackler, crosses midfield, and finally dragged down at the Frontenac Raiders 49-yard line. An excellent return by David Stapleton, linebacker position, but due to the injury, only kicking, and he made that tackle. The quarterback for the Caney Valley Bullpups is Jared Ellis. The running backs line up in the I formation, and there's a give to the fullback, nothing doing, as the up back, and on the carry was Dusty Gillian, and he was Bullpups. Football just on the Raiders side of the 50. In the slot to the left side, that is David Stapleton. The running backs in the I, the fullback Dusty Killian, the tailback Mike Dickinson, and there's a give. That's the fullback, and this time able to pick up a couple of yards is Dusty Killian, but a penalty against Caney Valley.
Got tattooed.
After the mark-off against the Bullpups, Caney Valley faces a 2nd and 19 from its own 42-yard line. Quarterback again, Jared Ellis. Pitch, sweep to the right side. That is Dickinson. Tries to cut back, hemmed in, and brought down out near the 43-yard line, perhaps a gain of a yard.
That time,
again, the quarterback is Jared Ellis. Running backs in the I. Dusty Killian, the fullback, the tailback, Mike Dickinson. Slot to the right side, Stapleton to pass, over the middle, up for grabs, batted in the air, intercepted by Caleb Turlip. He's back at his 45, reverses his field across midfield, 45-40, 35-30, runs into a host of bullpup tacklers down near the 23-yard line, and it looks like Turlip, a little slow getting up, and it looked like he might have been shaken up as he was tattooed pretty good on that return. 23-yard line is wide to the right, goes Ryan Canop. Running backs, they split. Jason Harrod along with Tilden Burns. The quarterback is Caleb Turlip. Double tight ends to the right side, and there is the give, and on the carry is Tilden Burns, crosses the 20, flirts with the 17-yard line. From the Bullpups, 18-yard line. Canop splits wide to the right, double tight ends to the right. Stephen Hipfel to the left, Jamie Sonato, split backs, Harrod along with Burns. Turlip to throw, puts it into the end zone, intended for Canop, overthrown. 16 left, first quarter, no score. Wide to the right goes Canop, double tights again to the right, Hipfel to the left, Sonato. Running backs out of the eye with Burns the fullback, the tailback is Harrod. Turlip gets a snap, gives it the tailback here, tries the left side, avoids one tackler, and he's tripped up as he crosses the 15, dives down near the 13, and close to the first down.
There by Tilden Burns, who we've seen leading Jason Harrod through that hole many times this year.
First and 10, Raiders at the Bullpups 13-yard line. The clock's moving, 9:05 left, first quarter. No score, the Raiders threatening, first and 10. From the Bullpups, 13. Canop goes wide right. The back split, double tight ends. Caleb Turlip, the quarterback, gives it. There's Burns, tries the left side, cuts inside the 5. Touchdown. Tilden Burns goes in from 13 yards out. And I'll tell you what, a nice hole opened up there, and Burns took advantage of it.
That time on first and 10, Raiders decided to try the old fullback trap play, where they hand the ball to Burns on one side, let him cut back to the other side. The offensive line made a nice hole there. I'll tell you what, you can't say enough, Rob.
As he'll spot it near the 10.
34, Gate Lee, back for an extra point.
Again, Turlip the holder, Lee the kicker. Has a good snap, gets the placement down, the kick is up, and it is good. 8:47 left, first quarter. Frontenac leads Caney Valley 7-0. We'll be back in a minute. You're listening to High School Football on the X.
Haynes Incorporated in Frontenac has the drive line.
7-0, and the Raiders take advantage of the turnover, Brad.
Yeah, so many times this year, Rob, we've seen turnovers in the Frontenac game, and one thing you got to do is take advantage of those. You got to go score. When you get points off turnovers, boy, you're going to win football games.
And Gabe Lee kicking off for the Raiders, again taken by Dave Stapleton for the Bullpups, and they fake the reverse. Stapleton keeps it, and he slips down inside the 15-yard line as Stapleton faked the handoff to Mike Dickinson of the reverse, and as he tried to cut, he fell down, and the Bullpups will take over first
side lane. Don't let anybody outside. He stayed home that time. Running back tried to cut back in and got met by a host of Raiders.
So first and 10, Bullpups from their own 14-yard line. Frontenac leads Caney Valley 7-0 with 8:25 left, first quarter. And again, they line up in that straight T formation with quarterback Jared Ellis. And it looks like there was a dive on the left of the play. Second and 9, Bullpups from their own 15-yard line, this time out of the I. In the slot left is Stapleton. The I back is Dickinson, the fullback. That's Killian. And to the right side and on the carry, I believe, is that Justin Lay, who is in the...
going to perform tonight for the Bullpups.
So now in that backfield is Lay. First and 10 for Caney Valley from its own 25-yard line. Slot to left, Stapleton. Double tight ends, running backs out of the I formation. The quarterback is Ellis, and again to the up back or fullback, and I believe that's Lay again, and this time he stood up right at the 25-yard line and thrown back. Little if no gain, if any gain, excuse me. Yard line, 7:08 left, first quarter. Frontenac leads at 7-0. Running backs line up in the I with Lay, the fullback. The tailback is Dickinson. And there's a kind of a crossbucks action in the backfield, and 10 from its own 40-yard line with 6:52 remaining in the first quarter. Frontenac leads at 7-0. There you go. Wasn't intentional, huh?
No.
Is that they line up in that straight T this time. Trio running backs, as he mentioned, parallel the line of scrimmage. And a flag goes down in the backfield. And I believe you're going to have, the pricks there, Dickinson along with Lay and Stapleton. The quarterback is Ellis. With the snap, pitch, sweep near side. That is Stapleton, and he is dragged down. A penalty flag down again as Stapleton's planted back at the 30-yard line. And nice defensive play there by Kevin O'Rourke, and a hold called against the Bullpups. Harrod also in on the tackle, and here's a decision whether you take that hold or actually lost 4 yards on the carry.
I think you decline it here. I know Coach Miller can't hear me, but I think you decline it here.
Official talking to Raiders captain Tilden Burns, and I believe they're going to accept it. So let's see here. Now they are going to decline the penalty.
I'm reading that play, and he come flying up and made the tackle.
2nd and 19 for the Bullpups from their own 31-yard line. Pitch, sweep to the right side. That is Stapleton, and he crosses the 30 and is out near the 32-yard line. He actually picked up a yard on that carry before he was stopped, and the Bullpups face a 3rd and long.
Then Stephen Hipful to keep him inside.
Caney Valley 3rd and 18 from its own 32-yard line. There's a pitch, sweep left side. The ball's on the ground, picked up on one hop by Wilkinson. But Dickinson, excuse me, and he has his legs cut out from under him by, was that Harrod on the tackle? And he was brought down at the 31-yard line for a loss of a yard.
That time, Grant made a nice play, just picking the ball up, moving it upfield.
And a punting situation for the Bullpups. And to receive the punt for the Raiders is Jason Harrod, and a penalty flag goes down. And back to punt is Brian Mantooth as he stands now inside his 15. Back to receive the kick is Jason Harrod. Good snap, left-footed to block, and the ball is loose and it's picked up, and I believe that's Matt McDonald, and he runs it in for a touchdown. The punt blocked by the Raiders. McDonald picked it up and went in for the touchdown.
Tell you what, that time the Raiders had everybody coming, and looked like about 4 or 5 of them that time could have blocked it. Not much blocking up front by the Bullpups. I believe Tilden Burns with the block and Matt McDonald. As a lineman, that's always fun when you're a lineman and you get to score.
So the Raiders up 13-0 to attempt the extra point. Again, Gabe Lee. And the holder this time will be Jason Harrod. And I'm wondering if Caleb Phillips here on the sideline, he was a little sluggish after that interception after the tackle, and I wonder if he's 100% now. The kick is wide left, no good. 4:56 left.
Jim Bishop and Associates at 908 South Broadway in Pittsburgh. Expect the best, independently owned and operated.
On the return of the Gabe Lee's kick for the Caney Valley Bullpups is David Stapleton, and he's thrown down near the 10-yard line, and penalty flags all over the place, and one of the Raiders down and holding a knee, and it looks like that Adam Windsor is down and grasping the knee, so we'll have to wait and see about that injury. A couple of penalty flags down.
And that's probably why they put the rule in high school football, Rob, to keep those type of injuries. Somebody blocked Adam Windsor. Didn't see it, don't know whether it was on purpose or not. We'll say that it wasn't, and boy, that's how you get hurt a little bit. Adam rolling around down there grabbing that knee. We'll have to wait and see.
And it looks like Desi Kosman coming from the Raiders sideline as he'll enter the Frontenac defense. As now Adam, they're helping him up and favoring that right leg, and looks to be a knee problem. And able to put 1st and 10 from their own 5-yard line. 1st and 10, Caney Valley. Bullpups from their own 5-yard line. Again, the quarterback is Jared Ellis. Running backs out of the eye. There's a give to the fullback, and that is, I believe, Lay on the carry, and he was just tattooed. One Raider had him low. The other one drilled him in the chest, and he went back and actually lost a yard on that carry. X.
The best prescription for an athlete's aches and pains is immediate professional treatment.
Caney Valley by a score of 13-0. And Bullpups call the timeout, and they're now ready to go. Second, and let's call it 11 from their own 4, second and 11. Football just inside their own 5-yard line. Running backs line up at the I formation with Ellis at the quarterback, and trying the right side that time from his right tackle position and making a play. So the Bullpups facing a 3rd and 11 from their own 5-yard line. Running backs line up in the I formation. Once again, there's a pitch, sweep to the right side. That's Dickinson. He is dragged down, and that is Stephen Hipfel, who collared Dickinson and threw him back. And Windsor's out now with Turlip come out earlier with the leg injury. Now Windsor's down the game. Looks like Adams up walking around down there. That's a good sign. So looks like he's ready to go back in the game. And a punting situation for the Bullpups. Again, dropping back and into the end zone is Brian Mantooth. Good snap, left footer, and it looks either a poor punt or it was hit again by one of the Raiders. It takes a Caney Valley roll out to the 14-yard line. So Frontenac leads at 13-0. The Raiders have a 1st and 10 from the Caney Valley Bullpups 14-yard line. Split backs, Harrod along with Burns. Turlip at quarterback, pitch, sweep left side. Harrod gets a block inside the 10, cuts back near the 5, the goal line, close, and apparently stopped just short of the goal line.
I thought it was in that time. Had big Desi Kotzman out there in front of him, kind of leading the way for him. The old quick pitch around the left side. Quarterback flips the ball quickly to Harrod. Makes a nice little run. Looks like it's 1st and 1 foot.
Raiders 1st and goal is inside the 1, is into the Frontenac offense. Boyce goes wide right. The running back split. Jason Harrod, Tilden Burns. Double tight ends with Caleb Turlip at the quarterback spot. Takes a snap right side, and they give to Tilden Burns, and he hurdles over the line into the end zone. Touchdown, Tilden Burns from a yard out.
Tell you what, just a quick play right over the guard, and Bill Burns goes in the
yard out, and then you go with the 15-yard return of a block punt by Matt McDonald. The Raiders lead at 19-0, and they're going to go for 2 as the backs are split. Turlip looking to throw over the middle, puts it up, and it is complete. And looks like Stephen Hipfel, the tight end, on the receiving end. Frontenac leads Caney Valley 21-0. The Raiders to kick off. Gabe Lee tees it off at the 40, and again back to receive the kickoff for the Caney Valley Bullpups is Mike Dickinson along with David Stapleton. Dickinson this time one hops it at the 15, tries to go to the right side, thinks about reversing his field, and that delay let the Raiders catch up to him, and he's planted about the 20-yard line.
One thing the Frontenac kickoff team has been doing in the games I've seen, they stay in their lanes, they run down the field, and they stay in what's the first one where they had a little breakdown. They've been closing the gap lately.
The yard line is, again, the quarterback is Jared Ellis. The running backs line up in the I. The fullback is Justin Lay. The tailback is Mike Dickinson. And with the football and a penalty flag down once again, and against Caney Valley.
Ryan Knopf in at free safety and Dustin Boyce at the corner position.
2nd and 10 for the Bullpups from their own 20-yard line. Again, that's straight T. And this time, trying the right side is Stapleton, and another penalty flag down. Holding against the Bullpups. The Bullpups now inside their 10 with a 2nd and 21. Ellis under the center movement on the defensive side of the football as some of the Raiders a little over in laundry room. That doesn't look that bad. Yeah, that's true. 2nd and 16 for the Bullpups from their own 15-yard line now. And there's a give. That's Lay. He has some room up the middle as he crosses the 20 out near the 21-yard line. So just a quick hitter.
Job taken. He's running 10, 15 yards up the field every time.
Ellis under the center, takes a snap, bobbles the snap, comes up with it, and then he's planted it back near the 18-yard line. And Tilden Burns in there, along with
a little frustrated. He dropped the football, got up, and kind of gave Tilden Burns a little elbow after the play, and the referee standing right there throws a flag.
I don't for the Bullpups from their own 10-yard line. Now it's fourth down. Ed Rose lost it down. Apparently the call after that play. So again, a punting situation. That is Brian Mantooth to punt. Stands near his goal line. Had trouble the last two. One blocked. A short hops the snap. Gets the punt away. And again, a high and short punt. Does take a Bullpups roll, and it's going to roll dead. 21-0. Frontenac leads Caney Valley. 18 seconds left here in the first quarter. Running backs line up in the I with Tilden Burns the fullback. The tailback is Jason Harrod. Slot to the right side is Knopf. Double tight ends. Right Hipple, left Sonato. And there's the give. That's Harrod to the right side. And he is at the 20, still on his feet. 15, dives down to the 13-yard line. Nice run by Jason Harrod. Thought he was stopped. Didn't get second effort. He's down to 13, close to the first down, and that's the end of the first quarter. Frontenac leads Caney Valley 21-0. We'll be back in a minute. And you can read about this game on Tuesday, and also the game coming up 1 week from tonight at Girard against Frontenac. Raiders, 1st and 10 from the Bullpups 14-yard line. Split backfield, Burns and Harrod. Turlip under the center to pass, looking, over the middle, puts it up, has Hipple open, it's complete, he's inside the 10-5, touchdown, as Caleb Turlip able to hit Stephen Hipple on a 14-yard touchdown pass, and the Raiders lead at 27-0 with the extra throws a nice ball and runs for the touchdown. 14-yard touchdown pass, Turlip to Hippo, and again Gabe Lee to attempt the extra point. Jason Harrod into hold as leaves Caleb Turlip, I don't know, an ankle or what. Good snap placement down, kick is up, and it is good. 11:53 left in the first half. Frontenac leads Caney Valley 28-0. We'll be back in, and the Raiders, I guess at this point, 28-0, but your only concern is looks all right. Probably a good precautionary measure by the coaches. Kicking off, Gabe Lee from the 40. Back to receive it. That is Stapleton. Takes it his 15 to 20. Brings it up the middle, and he is tattooed at the 20-yard line. And looked to be like Stephen Hipfel drilled. And I believe Tilden Burns was there too. And Stapleton a little sluggish in getting up. And boy, that's understandable as he got hammered. I'll tell you that. 1st and 10, football just outside their own 20-yard line. The running back's in the eye. That's Lay, the fullback. The tailback is Dickinson, the quarterback. Ellis with the snap, and he gives it to Lay, who tries to the right side. 2nd and 8, Bullpups from their own 22-yard line. Again, the running back's in the I formation. And there's a give. That's a tailback, Dickinson, and he's out across the 25, dives out near the 26-yard line. Dickinson is quick. Brought down at the 26 after a gain. About 5 on that carry. Dickinson now 7 carries unofficially for 3 yards. And 3rd and 4th. And the slot to the left side, that's Jeremy Bright. Running backs in the I. Again, the quarterback is Jared Ellis. 5'6", 160-pound junior. Pitch, sweep, left side. That's Dickinson. He's hemmed in and brought down back near the 22-yard line. And he actually lost about 5 yards on that carry, so another punting situation.
Just a pitch that time with a sweep play. Good job by Jamie. So here comes the interesting punting situation.
And Brian Mantooth again to punt. Good snap again, pressure, a high punt, and calling for the fair catch, Jason Harrod, and he kneels at the 45 of Caney Valley, makes the catch, and the Frontenac Raiders will start 1st and 10. And the Caney Valley Bullpups, 40s, Kansas State, 7 o'clock ball game. You can hear it on the KWXD 103.5.
KWXD, 60,000 people around it.
9:41 left first half. Frontenac leads Caney Valley 28-0. Raiders 1st and 10 from the Bullpups 45-yard line. And the quarterback is Jason Harrod, and he has a little trouble with the exchange, and he's able to dance around, and he's still on his feet and battled his way down to the 42-yard line. I believe they blew it dead about the 43, but looks like they had a little problem with the exchange.
Here, fine job by Coach Miller getting Harrod a little action in here.
And in the running back spot is Jamie Sonato. He joins Tilden Burns, and they split. Harrod, the quarterback, the dive. Sonato, penalty flag down, and Sonato battles his way down near the 40-yard line, and I believe So the 5-yard penalty against the Raiders. They face a 2nd and 12 from the Bullpups' 47-yard line. Again, the backs are split. Harrod with the snap, right side, keeps the football, ducks inside the 45, down near the 42-yard line.
That time runs
as wide to the right side goes Dustin Boyce. Tight left is Aaron Bush. Tight to the right side, Stephen Hippel. The backs are split. There's a pitch, sweep right side. Tilden Burns crosses the 40, cuts back inside, and he loses the football, and they're going to say that he was down near the 36-yard line, and it is short of the first down.
The quick pitch that time off the right side.
From the Bullpups' 37-yard line, and Frontenac will go for it. Slide to the right, splits Canop. Running back split. Harrod, the snap to the left side, and that time on the carry is Tilden Burns. He crosses the 35 and drags tacklers down near the 30 code against Southeast. Carlton Kennard. 1st and 10 for the Raiders from the Bullpups' 32-yard line. Split backs. Left side, Harrod with the football, pitches to Sonato. He's hemmed in, avoids the first tackler, and is able to get down to the 30. And it looked like maybe Harrod got back a little bit deep in the backfield, didn't get a good read on it, pitched the ball, but fine job by Jamie Sonato getting something out of nothing. 2nd and 8 for the Raiders from the Bullpups' 30-yard line. Is wide to the right goes Canop, split back Sonato. Along with Burns, double tight ends, Bush left, Hippel right. Harrod looking over the middle, pass, and it's batted down and sent it to the tight end Hippel, and one of the linebackers got a hand on the 30-yard line. As Boyce goes wide right, double tights, right Hippel, left Bush. Backs in the eye, the fullback Sonato, the tailback is Burns. Jason Harrod at the quarterback spot. With the snap, right side, pitches, Burns, tries to turn the corner, does, has the first down, lowers his shoulder, and he's finally run out of bounds. It looks like he's inside the 20-yard line.
Well, that time just the option to the right side. Harrod goes right down the line, reads the defensive end, and pitches the ball to Burns, and a little room out there that time.
We have 6:21 left in the first half. Frontenac leads Caney Valley 28-0. And splitting wide to the left this time is Ryan Canop. Again, the double tight ends, the running backs in the eye with Sonato, the fullback, Burns, the tailback. There's the give. That is Burns as he tries the middle, and he drags tacklers down inside the 15 near the 14-yard line. Didn't look like much was there, and you look up and he's got 5 yards. Frontenac's lead is 28-0. 2nd, 5 Raiders from the Bullpups, 14-yard line. Here the quarterback and the give, and that was Jamie Sonato who tried the middle, and he's flirting with the 10-yard line. As Ryan Canop from the sideline with the play as he's carrying the plays in with Dustin Boyce. 3rd and 2. Raiders from the Bullpups, 10-yard line, split backs, and there's a pitch, sweep left side, Burns cuts inside 5, penalty flag down as Tilden Burns goes in from 10, but I believe it could be coming back. And Frontenac will now be back at the Caney Valley 23-yard line.
It's probably the first flag that threw one through this glass.
I know, I noticed that. It was about head high right here. 3rd and 14 for the Raiders from the 24. Pitch, sweep left side, Burns. He is inside the 15, and he's wrestled down near the 10-yard line by the jersey. Stayed inbounds, so the clock continues to move. 5 minutes.
About the 11-yard line.
Well, the Raiders face a 4th and 3 from the Bullpups 11. As wide right goes Canop. Double tight ends again. Hip full right. Bush left. Split backs. Burns along with Sonato. Harrod under the center to the right side. There's a give. That is Burns, and he spins down near the 5-yard line and has the first down. Tilden Burns unofficially 9 carries, 67 yards, a couple of touchdowns, and 1st and goal for the Raiders.
Just a straight dive off the right side, same thing we seen last time.
Pups 5-yard line with 4:15 left first half. Frontenac's lead is 28-0. As Dustin Boyce in the slot to the right side this time. Again, the double tight ends, hip full right, Bush left, split back, Sonato along with Burns. There's a pitch, sweep left side. Jamie Sonato looking for a block, gets it, cuts back, and goes into the end zone for a touchdown. As Jamie Sonato is in from 5 yards out, nice cut off that block, and he scores from 5.
Say what, just a quick pitch to this side, and that's a fine job by Jamie Sonato. Run the ball to the outside. See, there was no opening to Caney. Defenders were out there, kind of waits for his blocks to set up, cut the ball.
Extra point is Gabe Lee out of Jason Harrett's hold. It'll be spotted at the 10.
Next for the extra point, number 34, Caney Lee.
Good snap. The placement down. The kick is up. Plenty long, and it's good. 3:55 of the first half. Frontenac leads Caney Valley 35-0. We'll be back in 30 seconds. He starts in that backfield and also on defense. So it's good to take those snaps in a game situation.
Yeah, it really is. And I tell you what, he started out a little shaky, but as he got more plays in there, got into the rhythm of things, looked pretty good. Besides, I wouldn't say nothing bad about him because his dad stayed up here and he'd hit us.
Gabe Lee's kick. It's taken by Mike Dickinson, and he stops at the 25 and is wrestled down there, and that's where the Bullpups will start. 1st and 10 from their own 20.
I think he could have it.
1st and 10, Bullpups from their own 25-yard line. Running backs line up in the I with Lay the fullback, Dickinson the tailback, and the quarterback, Ellis, turns the wrong way, I believe, in the fumble picked up, and that is Kevin O'Rourke picks up the fumble, and he runs it in from the 15-yard line.
That time the quarterback, Ellis, looking to pitch the ball.
Tell you what it feels like. I'm sure he never got it done.
I wanted to score and spike it.
There you go. Gabe Lee to the extra point. Jason here at the hold, spots it. Good snap. Placement down. Kick is up. It is good. 3:16 left in the first half. Frontenac leads Caney Valley 42-0. We'll be back to use it up at the 40.
Number 34, Gabe Lee.
Frontenac coverage been pretty good since the first kickoff.
Lee's kick, this time a low liner left side, and it's going to stay in bounds as Dickinson retrieves it back near the 10-yard line, cuts it up the field, crosses the 15, and a nice run out to the 20-yard line.
Number 30,
One of those balls that I think everybody slows down on there because they thought it was going to go out of bounds. Takes a lucky bounce, kind of like one of your golf shots, and stays in bounds.
Yeah, that's amazing. You've been with us, Ray. 3 minutes remaining. Frontenac's lead is 42-0 here in the first half as the Bullpups start 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Again, that straight T in the backfield. Ellis, the quarterback, takes a snap and trying the left side, and have to see who was on the carry that time. I don't know if that was Dickinson or Lay. I believe maybe Lay on the carry that time.
carried by number 21, Mike Dickinson. Gabe out.
Clock winding down, 2:20 left first half. Frontenac leads at 42-0. Caney Valley, a 2nd and 9 from its own 21-yard line. Again, that straight T. Movement on the Caney Valley side of the football. Flags are... 2nd and 15 for the Bullpups from their own 15-yard line. Ellis with the football. And the give and trying the right side that time is third and 14 for the Bullpups from their own 16-yard line. And to the left side, that is Justin Lay on the carry, and makes the line of scrimmage and no more, and thrown back. And another punting situation for the Bullpups.
Carry each time, even though we can't find it, they seem to be finding it.
And Brian Mantooth, the punt, stands back. It is 5. High snap, comes down with it. Left foot's it, a high spiral coming to the near side. Not real long, but kind of backs up, and it's going to be down to the Bullpups 41-yard line with 32 seconds left first half. Frontenac's lead is 42-0. Crystal Inman. Congratulations, Crystal, and Tilden Burns.
Geez, you never were.
We never had them in high school. We just had the Queens.
Yeah.
1st and 10.
Likely.
And there's a give. That's Jamie Sonato up the middle. He's hit at the 40 and is able to battle his way down near the 37-yard line. A 42-0 lead over the Caney Valley Bullpups, and hopefully we'll have a report from Carlton Kennard over at Cherokee for league action this year in the Girard Press, now delivered to your front porch in Frontenac every Tuesday morning. Girard Press also covers Frontenac government and community news. Get the Girard Press on your front porch.
First, then on Tuesday, October 4th, KWXD, not Rob Strand, the 1-year-old.
Yes, indeed. From Tuesday, celebrate our 1-year anniversary.
A year already.
Yes, it has already. And from 4 to 7, and everybody's invited. It's a party. It's a festival. 42-0, Frontenac leads Caney Valley, and Caney Valley will kick off to start the third quarter at the 40-yard line. Short end-over-end kick and retreating, and actually taking it for the Frontenac Raiders was Tony Papish. He was there with Jamie Sonato, and Tony won the battle for that foot. Papish returns it, and the Raiders start 1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line. In the end, Jason Harrett, the quarterback. The running backs in the I formation, and a little mix-up as looked like Harrett tried to get it to the fullback, and in there is third line as Tony Siegel in the backfield along with Jamie Sonato. They split. Jason Harrett under the center. There's a dive left side. That's Sonato, and a whistle and a penalty flag. 15 from their own 33-yard line as Ryan Canop goes wide right. The running back split Siegel and Sonato. Harrett under center looking to pass. Over the middle, has it to the tight end, and that's Aaron Bush. And he falls out to the 42-yard line.
Hey, what a fine catch by Aaron Bush that time. Thrown behind him, he falls backwards, reach out with one hand, and makes the catch.
Quarter Frontenac's lead is 42-0 as Boyce goes wide right, split back Siegel along with Sonato, and there's the give, dive left side Sonato, and he is stood up and thrown back short of the 45-yard line. At pump for the Bullpups is Mike Dickinson, and the kick is Gabe Lee as he stands back at his 27. Good snap. Gets the kick away, a nice punt. Dickinson takes it at his 25, brings it near side, avoids the first wave of tacklers, crosses the 30, lowers his shoulder, and dives out near the 34-yard line. And nice coverage there for the Raiders by Justin Mansfield, and it's also Matt McDonald on the tackle. 1st and 10, Caney Valley from its own 33-yard line. Again, the quarterback is Jared Ellis. Running backs in the I, that's Lay, the fullback. The tailback is Dickinson, and he tries the left side and stood up, stopped for perhaps a gain of a yard out to the 34-yard line.
That time, Jason Harrett, coming from his cornerback position, made a nice tackle. I'll tell you what, he flies to the football and makes a nice open field tackle when he gets there. 2-0. Yeah, so running backs come up, line up in the I with Lay, the fullback, the tailback, Dickinson. Ellis, the quarterback, pitch, and the halfback option puts it up, and it is caught inside the 40, and finally wrestled down at the 36-yard line, and I believe that was Sean Tribble. They stop and throw the pass. Nice play by Caney there. Good call. 1st and 10, Bullpups. There's a pitch, and they're going to try the same play, and it's thrown back to the quarterback, and it's complete. He is inside the 20 and 15, and then he is wrestled down right there. As this time, the same tailback option to the left side and threw back to the quarterback, and it's good for another first down. Second down. 1st and 10, Caney Valley from the Frontenac 15-yard line. Bullpups on the move. Jared Ellis under the center, running backs in the I. The fullback is Justin Lay, the tailback Mike Dickinson. There's the give, Dickinson, left side, cuts back, has some room, and he is able to fight his way down near the 12-yard line for pickup. It's your second team, kids. It's your first team defense. It's kind of relaxed out there. 2nd and 7, Bullpups from the Raiders. 12-yard line, and the quarterback going to keep it. That's Ellis. Tries to sweep right side. He is inside the 10, down near the 9, and actually that looked like a for the Bullpups. From the Raiders' 9-yard line. Again, the running backs in the I formation. The slots to the right side. Ellis. There's a give. Lay left side, and he is grabbed by the jersey and finally wrestled down near the 5-yard line, close to the first down. Football just outside the Raiders' 5-yard line. As again out of the I with Lay, the fullback.
Dickinson, the tailback. Slot to the right side. That's Stapleton. Ellis under the center. Takes a snap. Tries the right side, and Lay is brought down as good penetration by the Raider defenders. Lay tried to reverse his field and went down, and the ball goes over.
See, that time,
take over 1st and 10 from their own 8-yard line. And it's now a little confusion as Tony Siegel heads to the sideline, and then they call him back, and he's going to be in the backfield along with Jamie Sonato. They line up in the eye. Siegel, the fullback, Sonato, the tailback. Here takes a snap, gives it to Sonato out of the tailback slot, and he tries the middle, and 2nd and 12 Raiders from their own 7-yard line. Harrod, pitch, sweep, left side. Sonato cuts inside the block and dives out across the 10. 4:33 left, third quarter. Frontenac leads it 42-0. 21-0 at the end of the first quarter, 42-0 at half, and that's where we are right now. 3rd and 7, Raiders from their own 12. Harrod bobbles a snap, finally pitches it to Sonato, and he gets the pitch, tries to turn the corner, and he dives out short of the 15-yard line, short of the first down, and looks like see that punt team get on the field and get to work a little bit. Gabe Lee standing back near his goal line, and back to receive the kick for the Caney Valley Bullpups is Mike Dickinson. Good snap, little pressure, nice punt by Lee. Retreating is Dickinson, and he bobbles it, takes it on one hop in his own territory, brings it near side, gets a block, and he is dragged down from behind by Matt McDonald at the 49-yard line. And good effort by Matt McDonald. And
the phone's ringing, but you can't find the receiver.
Yes, in the slot to the right side. That is Stapleton. And split wide to the right. Running backs out of the eye with Ellis under the center to pass. Pressured by Hippel, forced to scramble. Comes right side, puts it up, and it's intended for a lay and falls incomplete. Frontenac 42-0. Caney Valley is 2nd and 10 from its own 49-yard line. To the right side, that's Tribal. Slot left, Stapleton. Running backs in the eye, Lay, the fullback, tailback, Dickinson, pitch, sweep, left side, that's Dickinson, and he spins to avoid the first tackler, and he's brought down at midfield, and the penalty flag is down.
I have to say that's holding or clipping out there, wouldn't you?
I'd say 3. Frontenac lead 42-0. Caney Valley facing a 2nd and 22 from its own 37-yard line after the holding penalty. Ellis with the snap to pass, puts it up, and it is caught. A penalty flag goes down. Now a whistle for some reason as the reception was made, and now a penalty flag goes down late again. And actually what happened, I believe they called pass interference against one of the Raiders. Pass was completed, and the receiver was battling for yardage. His penalty flag went down, and an official blew a whistle, and apparently some ill feelings.
Yeah, I believe number 9, Justin Lay, come running in there, probably out of frustration more than anything, made a few comments. Referee threw the flag. The first flag is going to be pass interference against Jason Harrod. Got there a little early, so what they're probably going to do here is mark off 15 yards. Is obviously it's not going to be a first down. Then they're going to, on a dead ball foul, they're going to take it back 15. So
it is pass interference against the Raiders and unsportsmanlike conduct against the Bullpups. And the official has already talked to the Raider captain, now talking to the Bullpup captain, and we'll have to wait and see where they spot it. 2:27 left, third quarter. Frontenac lead 42-0. And the officials, I believe you're right, I believe they're going to mark off the pass interference like penalty, 1st and 25 for Caney Valley from its own 38-yard line. And Ellis to pass again, pressured, forced to scramble, comes to the right side, still pressured, looking, and he throws it out of bounds. And apparently, well, there is a receiver from their own 38-yard line. Is getting that straight tee. With Ellis under the center. With the snap and to the left side, and I believe that is Dickinson again. He is out to the 40-yard line to pick up the 2. Dickinson at a full third place, and they're only giving up 89 yards per game. So, of course, 3 of the 4 Raider victories, shutouts. Riverton scored a dozen points against the Raiders, and that's been it. Pitch, sweep right side, Dickinson. Again, the tailback option, puts it up, and it throws it right into Tilden Burns' hands at the 45. Reverses his field, 40, 35. Penalty flag down. Burns is going to go all the way, but I believe it's going to come back. As on the return, an illegal block, I believe, is going to be the call.
Yeah, something we haven't seen. Penalty, our second touchdown called back tonight.
So again, the tailback option by Dickinson. Ryan Knapp brings a play from the near side. So the Raiders, after the penalty, will take over 1st and 10 from midfield. Knapp comes wide left. The running back split. Siegel, Sonato. The quarterback is Harris. Looking to pass over the middle and intended for the tight end Stephen Hipple, and a little long and almost picked off, but fall here on the X. KWXD 103.5. Jason Harrod at quarterback. Split backs Jamie Sonato, Tony Siegel. Left side, Harrod's going to keep the football, cuts back, and he is brought down after he reaches the, we'll see where they spotted, about the 47-yard line, and thrown back down near midfield. And 8 Raiders from the bullpup.
This is important because it's getting close to that time of year where your backup may have to go in.
Knapp wide right, split backs, double tight ends. There at the quarterback, left side, keeps the football, cuts inside a block, and he is inside the 45 down near the 43-yard line. Pick up a 5, and Raiders going to face a 4th down situation. As Gabe Lee to punt, and back to receive the kick for Caney Valley. David Stapleton, low snap, Lee short hops it, gets a punt away. Stapleton calls for the fair catch. It bounces one. He loses the handle, and now a scramble. It looks like the Raiders able to come up with it. And Stapleton was signaling for the fair catch. It bounced. He hit it, and it looked to me like one of the Raiders kind of got in his way when he was trying to make the fair catch.
In any event, they shovel like this. We've seen a lot of low scoring. We've talked about it on our coaches' corners. If you can wake up with Rob Strand and Brad Snow every morning at 7 o'clock, that's
quite a treat.
Oh, yeah. It's enough to make you shut off your alarm and go back to bed.
1st and 10 for the Raiders. From the 15 of the Bullpups, looking to throw his hair. It forced a scramble, tucks it inside the 10, and he loses the football. It's on the ground, and the Bullpups recover. Jason Harrod got it down to the 10-yard line, was scrambling, and second effort, it was batted out of his hand, and the Bullpups come up with it. And that was just a case of second effort by Jason Harrod, and he had about half a dozen Bullpups trying to tackle him, and the ball came loose.
No matter what the score is, you got to be moving and hustling at all times. Probably the whistle should have been blown about 5 seconds before that ball was ever dropped. But
in any event, the Bullpups with the turnover, and they start 1st and 10 from their own 7-yard line, and there's the give and trying the right side, and I don't know, was that Stapleton on the carry, but he got 2nd and 10, Caney Valley from its own 7-yard line. Again, that straight T in the backfield. Ellis under the center. There's a pitch, sweep right side. That is Stapleton. He's hemmed in, and boy, a host of Raider tacklers throwing back down near the goal line. Is that sweep right? Student play,
because they're keeping everything to the inside. They just stretch. And the running back tries, getting into that game situation. So he's leaving them in there tonight.
3rd and 16, Bullpups from their own 2-yard line. Ellis, the quarterback, and there's a give, and I believe that time it was Dickinson, and Max lead is 42-0, and the kick is Brian Mantooth. Back to receive the punt. Knapp, along with Burns, left-footed punter, a high punt, and Burns calls for the fair catch, lets it bounce, takes a high hop, and goes over to the far sideline, and it is down. In timeout called by Frontenac with 9:18 left. Frontenac's lead over Caney Valley is 42-0. We'll take a 30-second break. You're listening to High School Football on the X.
Larry Barrett, Auto Body and Frame, says, "Go Raiders." Since 1971, Larry Barrett, Auto Body and Frame, has offered full body repairing. Larry Barrett, Auto Body and Frame, also provides.
Strand back with Brad Snow, 9:18 left. Frontenac leads it by a score of 42-0 at Ulepich. And he is a freshman. The running backs, the fullback spot will be Tony Siegel. And lining up at the tailback with Justin Mansfield in there. I believe it is. And there's
about 8 of them. It makes it pretty tough.
2nd and 10. Raiders from the Bullpups 29-yard line out of the eye. There's a pitch, sweep to the right side, and wrestle down at the 27-yard line.
Hurley tried to jot them all down there.
Again, the quarterback is Nate Ulepich. Raiders 3rd and 9 from the Bullpups 28-yard line. Ulepich under the center. The running back's in the eye, looking to pass. Ulepich pressured, and he's going to be sacked back at the 34-yard line. 4th and 15, Raiders from the Bullpups 34-yard line, and the Raiders are going to go for it. And rolling right, that is the quarterback Ulepich, and he is brought down at the 33-yard line after a gain. 1st and 10, Bullpups from their own 33. And running backs lining up in that straight T. And a new quarterback in there, and that is Jeremy Bright in the line. As Dickinson along with Lay in the backfield, joined by Mike Simpson back there. Again, the quarterback is Jeremy Bright, and looked like problem on the exchange, and the quarterback able to get on it.
Quarterback and didn't fumble the snap, so you get a new guy in there. Quarterback exchange there from center is a lot different, so say good things there. Probably got a lot done tonight at that 2nd string quarterback position.
3rd and 9, Bullpups from their own 34-yard line. Again, Bright the quarterback under the center. And there's a give and trying the middle. And another punting situation for Caney Valley is Brian Mantooth to kick, stands back at his own 25. Back to receive the kick is Knott along with Sonato. High snap, the punter comes down with it, but he's going to force the throw, and he's going to be sacked back at the 20-yard line. And actually, I don't think that was by design. The snap was high. The punter able to get a hand on it, and he tried to throw it, but Kevin O'Rourke was back there to sack him, and the ball goes over.
Yeah, I don't think that was by design either. Bad snap, rear back and throw it, and O'Rourke gets a straight beat on him.
1st and 10, Raiders from the Bullpups 20-yard line. There's a pitch, sweep to the left side, and on the carry, Heston Ham, a penalty flag goes down, and Ham is down near the 7-yard line. Nice run on that sweep to the left side, but a penalty flag is down, and it looks like it will go against the rest from the Bullpups 28-yard line with 4:54 remaining. Frontenac leads it 42-0. Slot to the right side now in motion. Right to left goes John Zafuda, and penalty flags down. And center Jason Cherry. Slot to the right side again is John Zafuda. Now in motion right to left. The running back split. And Ulepich gives it on the right side. And on the carry, that is Heston Ham. Has got some room. 10-5 touchdown. Heston Ham, a 23-yard touchdown run with 4:20 left.
That time they come out, send the guy in motion, and run the counter, the crossbuck play back to the field side or the wide side of the field. And nice little counter play. I tell you what, that Heston Ham, he's got a little speed there. Broke it open to the outside. Nice plot downfield by J.P. Harris.
We spotted at the 10. And now from the sideline, Tilden Burns jogs in as barely the Raiders shy a man. The kick is up, and it is good. It's kind of a line drive that over the bar. The kick good by Gabe Lee, listening to high school football on the X.
Haynes Incorporated
9-0, and the Raiders to kick off. And number 1 team, Class 1 and 2A, about to move to 5-0 and head to Girard next Friday to take on
to see the score run up, but they got need to score.
Gabe Lee the kick, and the penalty flagged out. The kickoff. Apparently one of the Raiders a little over-anxious.
We don't
want to do that.
Oh, no.
It's just more of a hobby, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a hobby.
4:20 remaining. Frontenac leads at 49-0 again Thursday. Kansas the Raiders on the kickoff as Gabe Lee will now tee it up at the 35-yard line. And end over end kick retreating is Stapleton. Takes it inside the 15. Goes to the right side, crosses the 20. The 25 loses the football. One of the Raiders comes up with it and heads the other way, and he's tackled inside the 20.
Looks like Jason Harrod come up with the ball.
And the Frontenac Raiders will have the football 1st and 10. And they'll start at the Caney Valley Bullpups 18-yard line.
I don't know what caused the fumble there. It looked like they had maybe a little
Traders from the Bullpups 18-yard line. You left it to the quarterback, and there's the give to Mansfield. He busts a couple of tackles. He's inside the 15, inside the 10, and dragged down near the 9-yard line.
So I want to see you call all these names out.
2nd and 1, Raiders from the Bullpups 9-yard line with 3:35 left. Frontenac leads at 49-0, and again a whole new offensive unit. Trotting up at center is Rocky Restivo. The quarterback is Tad Johnson. The fullback is Harvey Scruggs, and the tailback Heston Ham. Timeout Caney Valley. 3:23 left.
Jed Seeley and Rocky Restivo.
Restivo, the center, jogs up to the football. The quarterback is Tad Johnson again. The fullback is Harvey Scruggs. The tailback, Heston Ham. Johnson, the snap, gives it to Ham, tries the middle, and I believe he has the first down as he...
Tight ends in there, Brian Holbrook, Eric Jameson, Sean Hogard.
Slot to the right side, that's Tony Chiappetti. Running backs out of the eye. Johnson with the snap, gives it to the fullback, Scruggs, inside the 5 and close to the goal line. Looks like he got fired up.
Quarterback Nate Ulipich done a fine job.
Raiders from the Bullpups, 1 out of the eye. Scruggs the fullback, the tailback is Ham. Johnson to Scruggs, left side, he gets in, touchdown. Harvey Scruggs goes in from a yard out, scores a touchdown.
Tell you what, nice little offensive series there for that group of basically mainly freshmen, and you hear a lot of hollering going on because the freshmen go into their first varsity game and score a touchdown, and they're excited, and they have all the right to be. Not that Frontenac is trying to run up the score or anything. They're trying to put those kids in the game that have been working hard, those freshmen that take the lumps in practice, and those sophomores that get beat up on every day.
And Gabe Lee in to attempt the extra point. Jason Harrod to hold. They'll spot it at the 10. Good snap. Placement down. Kick is up. Penalty flag is down. And the kick is good, but hold everything. Let's see about the flag. Procedure against the ref to the 5-yard mark off. Jason Harrod will spot the ball at the 15.
There's no ball on the field.
It presents a problem.
So you kick air and say you scored.
Either that or wad up an old Pepsi cup. I know they do that along the sidelines often. It spots it at the 15. Gabe Lee to attempt the extra point. High snap. Here it gets it down. The kick is long enough, and it is good. 2:32 left. Frontenac's lead is 56-0. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to High School Football on the X. 2:32 remaining. Frontenac leading Caney Valley 56-0.
Frontenac looking to go 5-0.
And to kick off for the Raiders will be Tony Siegel. As Tony Siegel tees it up at the 40, handling the kickoff duties in place of Gabe Lee now. Short end over end kick. Takes a hop, and it is picked up by one of the Bullpups. Takes the right side, crosses the 30, brought down at the 32-yard line, and called by Caney.
Friends trust friends, and more than 9 out of 10 Coldwell Banker customers are so satisfied they'd recommend us to their friends. It's a good sign when people recommend people. Coldwell Banker. Expect the best. Some offices independently owned and operated.
Call area code 316-231-4370 or toll free 1-800-750-0766 today for more information on open houses in the Pittsburgh area. That's area code 316-231-4370 or toll free 1-800-750-0766. Coldwell Banker, Jim Bishop and Associates at 908 South Broadway in Pittsburgh. Expect the best, independently owned and operated.
Caney Valley, 1st and 10 from its own 33-yard line, and the quarterback, Jeremy Bride, is second, and it's called 16 for the Bullpups from their own 27-yard line. Bride, the quarterback, and he gives it running backs, and he's collared and brought down back at the 25.
Gerard 14, Riverton 0, 30 seconds left in the game.
And the Bullpups facing a 3rd and 18 from their own 25-yard line with 1:05 remaining. There's a pitch, sweep to the near side, and on the carry is Freesburg, and he is planted at the 32-yard line after a gain of Chad Ulipich just away from its own 32-yard line. Quarterback Jeremy Bright, he's a sophomore, 5'8", 145. Running backs line up in the I formation. 4th and 11. Bullpups from their own 32. And there's a pitch, sweep right side, and crossing the 35, but well short of the first down. And I believe that was, try and see who the quarterback. Raiders 1st and 10 from the Bullpups 35-yard line, and Johnson kneels back at the 37, and that'll do it. The Frontenac Raiders.
What are you in Nils for, Joe?
Well,